Viewer discretion is advised.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Somebody say no, no.
That's what the fuck is up. We have on my left Rose. I love it. Yo, we do that spot.
Hey, on my right, from Pennsylvania, we got Chronic L's.
We got 60 seconds. First round, Rose. Let's go. Respect the MC.
You got him? Rose!
Check it out, yo, you're a pussy. I bet when you see a pretty flower, you stop and smell. I know how he got the name Chronic L's. He puts coke in a blunt, smokes Chronic L's, and consistently loses his battles. He takes Chronic L's. Motherfucker, I hope you rot in hell. I hope you get kicked in the nuts every day for the rest of 2012. I hope your mom gets run over by a Bonneville. I hope your dad is behind the wheel. I hope your grandpa dies from cancer. It's painful and can't be avoided. I hope his firstborn child drowns itself in a shit clogged up toilet. I hope your baby sister gets sold as a sex slave, raped and exploited. I hope your grandma resurrects from the grave so I can slap her face and tell her grandson is a disappointment. The difference between him and me is I give you developed MC and you can tell when I'm speaking I'm one hell of a demon. Your bars have no relevant meaning no matter how loud you think you can yell them and scream them. You're not a gangster, you're a douchebag geek. You're not a baller cause food stamps free. Your nose looks like a toucan's beak, which explains why your mixtape is full of fruity loop ass beats. I'm taking them out. The artwork for your mixtape is flagrant and foul. The cover of his mixtape looks like he successfully artificially inseminated a cow. I attack with a message. You average at best. You must have manic depression, so I'ma ask him a question. Why you rap about blasting a weapon in every battle you step in, but don't even own a gun in real life? That's the ultimate form of passive aggression. The only Wisconsin native who's considered a Minneapolis veteran. So I figure I'll let the Minneapolis streets teach this faggot a lesson.
60 seconds, Chronic L's. Let's go.
Now you dissing my grandmother is a shitty angle to try and beat me. I think you're just pissed that my grandmother's resting in peace while yours is hyperglycemic with a wheelchair with no motor, one leg, and type 2 diabetes. I am winning this battle tonight. It does not matter if your family were the judges and the venue was your home. See, I find it ironic as fuck that Emperor Nero was the one that burned Rome, but anyone with the software Nero never burns Rome's. Now check it out, I will stomp you out till you pass a laceration to just ashes on the pavement. I'll eat this cat just like I'm Asian. You said I have a gun, but I don't even need a ratchet stash to blaze them. I'll just grab an axis crafted from a master bladesmith to perforate them with frustration when I hack and then fillet them. See, I come with a style this dude couldn't design. He come with a style y'all won't rewind. That's why my win over Mindscribe alone got more views than all your footage combined. Check it, I said yes to this battle initially. Only after I said yes do I see that your total battle tally don't cross 10K, that it was a bad look considering. Diss my music, but you have no music for listening and no internet history, so when I say Rome's is virtually unknown, that's a term that I'm using literally. Damn! See, when I look in his eyes now, I can see his pride has been replaced, and now there's panic in its place, so I degrade you with more antics. See, it's funny as fuck that he looks like organic in the face, but he's broken from the States. So who the fuck does that make this? Organic? Instead of king of the dot, he's sucking meat on the block because he puts his mouth where the money is, eating a cock.
60 seconds. Rose, respect the MC. Let him get his bars out. Let's go.
Yo! Your whole steez is unrespectable, so I'm gonna make this murder a public spectacle using torturous methods that are unconventional, and I'm only using these 4-bar rhyme schemes to prove your whole style is one-dimensional. Okay. So you're from Penn State, so you probably cried when Joe Paterno died. Called your girl to get all mad cuddly. You're probably one of those kids who volunteered to get raped in a shower by Jerry Sandusky. You keep on claiming a steel city, but explain how you soften in real titties. You keep real deals dicked on the back of your throat because you say it makes you feel pretty. I lost my teeth with your girl's cunt hair. Pittsburgh is dope, but you're not because you're not from there. You're from Newcastle. If it's not the ugliest city in America, it's definitely up there. I think it's unfair. So I'm done kidding around. I'd even give him the benefit of the doubt if you lived in a town within a 20-mile vicinity around where the city of Bridges is found. But it's not. If where you're from is your establishment, you live an hour away from Pittsburgh. It pisses you off. You can't handle it. So by your logic, I live an hour away from here. I might as well say I'm from Minneapolis. But that's not. Shit. I I'm from Wisconsin, I represent it with pride. You should dig a hole, stick your head in and hide, cause you've ashamed anyone who's ever come from the real slum of Pittsburgh and never survived.
60 seconds, Chronic Girls, respect the MC. Let's go.
Yeah.
I've never been to Penn State. Right now I live in Pittsburgh, and originally I am from Newcastle, PA. In fact, if you Google it, it's the #1 city for unsolved murders. That's a true fact. Now that means this is a true fact as well. I've had friends who were locked in a closed coffin. I've had friends who got jumped when I wasn't there and they got their fucking heads stomped in. I'm not saying that makes me a thug. I'm just saying that standing next to this geek from Wisconsin, I don't want to be confused as a fucking G from West Compton. So what? So I was waiting for that Steeler Packer bullshit, but you ain't bring it yet, so that's fine with me. Because it's funny as fuck because your team didn't repeat in the Super Bowl because of the Giants, so that offers me some irony. It's ironic because his wife, Erin, catches balls on her face like 5 deep, and then so people easily confuse her for David Tyrese. Let's go! Shit. First time I met her, she was begging me to tear it up and go raw. So I guess it was like the luck of my Irish descent, and it was Aaron go bra. Because I got Aaron go bra. Shit. I stuffed that D deep in a box like the steel curtain. I bet her pussy is still hurting. Cause she dropped back. As she was dropping that back, I caught Aaron with a sack. 1-2, roger that. Hold on. That classy lady told me I could turkey baste her. Didn't even have to worry about a baby. But when them panties come off, she had one of them schizophrenic vaginas. Yeah, that pussy was looking crazy because that shit had more coat hanger scars than a sales rack at Macy's.
Hey.
Respect the MC. Keep it down, bro. Keep it down.
Check this shit out. You love Rome's. That's why you got a song called Sistine Chapel. Back to your mixtape, I've heard better beats come from my 2-year-old kid's piano. I'm tearing you down, I bury your style, you barely know how, so I'm airing you out. Plus all your songs repeat the same childish themes every time they spin you a merry-go-round. I'll embarrass you now, so let me make my point clear like digital stereo sound, cause crossing me is like disturbing a grave at a Native American burial ground. Shit, you'll be cursed with more problems than a mathematician. You better have precision, cause accepting this battle is like Whitney Houston taking a Xanax nap in a bathtub. It's a bad decision. When you fuck with Chronic, you get stoned like getting the munchies and going to bed. When you fuck with Rome's, you get rocks literally thrown at your head. I'm irate. I'm not saying I'm great or I influenced anyone who's from Wisconsin. That's quite vague. Shout out the primate, but there's no denying the impact this battle rap shit had for my state that I've made. You're just a George Jetson reject. I'm crossing Chronic off my hit list. Tell George Jetson that he's next. I want PT's head and LOG's dead. Hakeem's neck and especially the Vesh. Plus anybody else around here who I feel still owes me some motherfucking respect. Pitchforks can get it too until A&A I want a rematch.
Girls, respect the MCs.
We got Chronic Girls. Respect the MCs, everybody. Keep it down.
Shut the fuck up. Keep it down. Hey, but you forgot about Real Millie too. I got to
I'm sorry. Next time.
He doesn't care.
Now, motherfucker, if you Caesar, I'm Brutus. Cletus, you're stupid. Fuck the chrome. I got Rome's on a tight and narrow with an arrow and bow, neither is Cupid's. See, I'm here to make sure Loudmouth League be the movement. If they need an improvement, I'll remove his delusions when I break them down and dish them out like biscuits at communion. He calls himself Rome's with an S on the end. That's fucking weird. But it actually makes sense for this rapper if you take in a factor that the letters are backwards and I'm battling Seymour? Seymour, you're not a winner. Seymour, you're not a winner. After this battle, I'll get your chick, buy that dumb bitch some dinner, then stuff my dick all up in her. And just because he's Seymour, for the principal, I skin her. See, I run this shit at a straight sprint. You can't stay at the same pace. We're not even running the same race, so vacate before your face breaks. Because you will not scorch me. You got that awkward ass flow when word on the street is you're pushing 40. Plus, if you had that Stockton cat, Awkward's cat, you'd literally look like a fucking paper boy from the 40s. So this guy, he's not pedaling white and throwing sets. This motherfucker's on a pedal bike throwing post-gazettes. He's a fag, no Siggy. So for March of Rhymes in the city, his spine gets the odds of March. That shit gets arched. I'll turn it to Cali on March the 9th like it's no biggie. See, I'm about to end this shit simple. I'll end this simple now. Because Razcast said it best, but I'm going to change it some. Cause you don't got a single tattoo and you ain't never raised a gun, but after I murk you tonight, I'm gonna be the one to raise your son.